Hey there, Allie here from Parkside Nutrition. So let's talk about some frequently asked questions about Parkside Nutrition in general, my approach to nutrition, and specifically this nutrition giveaway. So number one question I get is, how is your program different? Well, my program is different because you are working with me. It's not a template program. I'm not just spitting out macros. Will we talk about macros and calories? If that's applicable for you, yeah, absolutely. But this also includes the group program. So you're checking in with me once a week. You're also checking in with the group once a week, and everybody is working towards those same habits in some way. Everybody has their own custom plan and set of habits that they're working on, but everybody's relatively on the same page. So that creates a lot of community, a lot of accountability, and a lot of success, especially when people have multiple touch points throughout the week of like, hey, I need to be on this, hey, I need to be on this, and they see other people working hard. It just 10x your results when you're a part of that crew that's helping out. So the next question is, do I have to track calories or macros or something like that? No, it's not required. Perfect nutrition is not required. I just ask that you pay attention to your food. So that's writing it down, counting in an app, whatever is best for you. We'll kind of screen that, whether that habit is helpful for you, or maybe we just focus on a specific nutrition habit, like please have protein at each meal, or please have some vegetables at most meals, things like that. So very much catered to the person, and it's not required. I've tried everything. Why would this work? You've never worked with me, most likely. It is very high touch. Just today, I had a client text me and said, hey, can I call you? I said, yeah, absolutely. I'm free from these times. And she's like, a social situation just popped up today, and it would normally really derail me when I'm working on habits like this. I'm like, cool, let's talk about it. And so she ran me through the situation. I'm like, I don't think that's a big deal. I think you can absolutely have 2 drinks with friends. Let's leave it at that. Let's focus on this particular habit. Still stick to your walk. Still make sure you get your workout in, etc. And don't stress about that particular part of it. And she's like, cool. Now I'm legitimately excited to get to work at those habits, knowing I don't have to be overly restrictive later tonight on a social situation that I really usually enjoy. Cool. So we can get ahead of all of those things. Like I literally haven't met a program like mine that is that invested in working one-on-one with their clients. So very, very high touch. No email check-ins here. You're talking to a real human. We have appointments every week. So we're talking through things and even in between times if needed. So very high touch. Do you work with certain medical conditions? Absolutely. So very happy to work with someone who might label themselves as complicated. Again, I'm talking with them every week. I'm looking at their lab work if they have that, if they're taking any supplements, medications, and making sure their nutrition matches that as well. So very catered to those specific conditions, and happy to work with those. Do you do lab testing? I don't. I am not a medical provider. I don't order lab testing or anything like that. If you have a PCP or primary care provider that you're working with, we usually go through them. I can find out a lot of nutrition information based off of information just from regular lab work, CBC, CMP, things that you get normally from your doctor. I don't think it has to be anything fancy or anything expensive to figure out what your nutrition needs to be. So you can do that. If you don't have a PCP, you can also order labs direct to consumer and just go to a lab, book an appointment, they send you the results as well. Does this program include supplements? No, not required. I inform you on all the available tools. So I don't really think anybody should, well, maybe that's a big statement. I don't think anybody should have a big, dogmatic approach to supplements. I think they can be helpful. I think sometimes they're not necessary. Sometimes they're not helpful in certain situations. So it's very much catered to the person. If it's not going to be terribly helpful, I will let you know to the degree of what this might help versus not do anything. I think it should be very specific to the person. Usually blood work is helpful when we are making supplement recommendations, but I make sure that you know what habits and what actions or supplements are going to be the most helpful for you, and then you can make that decision if your budget is on the tighter side. So not required, but I like to inform people of all the available things that could help their situation. Does it come with a workout program? No, not specifically. I don't write workout programs. I usually start with making sure that people are walking and then have active hobbies and some sort of structured exercise. And again, that structured exercise could be running. It could be an active hobby that they enjoy. I think resistance training is really helpful, but very flexible on how we structure their active lifestyle. And I try to usually connect that person with the right program for them that they can do in a sustainable way that they hopefully somewhat enjoy and is going to be the most beneficial for their particular goals. What if I have trouble with an eating, if I've had an eating disorder in the past, is this a problem for your program? Not a problem at all. I have a lot of experience with people that have had that in their past, and we usually start with simple micro habits and things that are not necessarily super nutrition focused, but we want to make the nutrition piece easier. So not a problem at all, and we can definitely cater for that. How much does this cost? So normally to work with me one-on-one at this kind of level, it's $300 per month, and we're meeting every week, like I said. And then if we have any need for support in the meantime, we can do that. That's not a problem. But for this giveaway, it's free. 6 months, 100% free to work with me one-on-one, and you get access to the group program as well. So a ton of value, almost $4,000 worth of nutrition coaching in that 6-month time. So somebody's going to win it for free. And lastly, what results can you expect from 6 months of working with you? So from the people that have been working with me for 6 months or have won the scholarships or these giveaways in the past, some people have lost 30 to 35 pounds in that 6-month time. Some people really make significant improvements to their digestion, so less bloating, great daily bowel movements, less heartburn, less irritation overall as far as like symptoms, inflammation, things like that. And what I love to hear the most, honestly, and it's not maybe super sexy, but I love that people say their relationship with food is way better. They're not stressed about what to eat. It's just simple. They got a routine. They're cruising. It just becomes easy. And I love that because I know how stressful this stuff can be. I know how confusing nutrition can be. So when people get really confident and we lower that stress and anxiety around food, and it's just truly like brushing our teeth, that just makes my day, and I absolutely love it. So if these are the results that you are looking for and this stuff sounds good to you, make sure that you apply for the giveaway. Applications close Friday, I believe, Thursday or Friday. So make sure you get your applications in as soon as possible. And if you know someone who needs this as well, send them this link so they can apply for the nutrition scholarship, giveaway, same thing. So they can apply for the giveaway as well. I look forward to reading your applications. And if you have any other questions, feel free to email me and I'll happily get back to you.